Hi guys. Welcome to our live session, our Facebook live session. If you can hear me, just write something on the comment section and I'll see it. Just a thumbs up is fine. Hi guys, I see you're joining in, 13 people already in. So if you can hear me, just say hi or just give me a quick thumbs up in the comment section, and then we'll see. Nice. I see you're liking the if you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up. Grace Ann, I see you say you can hear me. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining in. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. So today we have a live session, and our topic today, as this is a Women's Month, our topic for, thank you Linda, thank you Tabby. So we're going to have a Facebook live session, and our topic for the day is how to get noticed as a woman in the workplace and how to get valued as a woman in the workplace. So if you have a lady friend, if you have ladies who haven't joined here yet, please share the link. This is going to be a totally interactive session, so I'll give you a minute or so to just send a link to anyone who might, ladies who might be in the video. Let them join as soon as they can. So we have a very interesting session today, and we have a guest that will take us through this session. So this is a Women's Month, so yay! We're going to see how this works we're going to make this as interactive as possible. So we'll talk about how women can get noticed in the workplace and how we can get valued more in the workplace. So I'll introduce our guest in a few. Let's get to 30. Let's see. Just two more, and then we start this off. Thank you, Terry. If you have a friend who you know will benefit from this, just share a link, and then we'll let them join the session. Just send the link, and here's the link to the session. Just share this with your friends and let them join as soon as they can. All right, so let me introduce our guest for the day. Thank you, Lish. Our guest for the day, she's called Patricia, and she'll be joining us as our guest speaker for the day. She's the relationship manager for Byrent Kenya. Byrent is a property. It's like Brighter Monday, like Brighter Mondays for jobs. So it's like a property and real estate platform for houses and real estate. So, Patricia, welcome to the session. I am happy to be part of this session with you today. So we'll talk about how women are in the workplace, how to get valued, how to get noticed in the workplace, and we'll try to make this as interactive as possible for our audience. So maybe my first question my first thing will be to let you introduce yourself before we kick off.
Okay, so thank you so much, Maureen. Such a pleasure to be part of the team this afternoon, and especially such a great topic to just discuss and share ideas and insights on. Yeah, like Maureen said, my name is Patricia Wairimo. I'm the relationship manager by Rent Kenya. I have been in relationship management for now about 8 years in my career, and it's been quite the journey, but I enjoy it.
That's nice. That's nice. So maybe just to start off, do you feel like women are valued in your place of work?
Yeah, currently where I work at Rome, Byron, Kenya, we have about 50% leadership roles for women.
Oh,
And
okay.
yes, we do feel quite valued. We also given same opportunities for promotions for in terms of recognition, and that is, I would say, is quite an achievement for the Rome brand and for the Byron Kenya brand and Brighter Monday brand, and of course our sister brands, Pigami and Cheki.
That's true.
And that's a great stride that I think Rome has intentionally done that and given us those opportunities, and we're grateful. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you actually, because as Rome, Rome has got a very good diversity of both men and women in the workplace. It's a
Yes.
place that applauds the different sectors of what can I say? The demographics. It's perfectly balanced, which is really nice. So you are the relationship manager, you've mentioned. So just maybe if you can explain to us what can you explain or what can you say was your biggest challenge while rising to that position as a lady?
Wow. I would say the biggest challenge for us as women, especially when we are faced with a management role or the opportunity to take up a management role, one is believing in ourselves that we can actually do it. Sometimes that is a major player where you feel maybe I can't make it, sometimes.
Yeah.
For most of us, majority of us women. Also another challenge is also the perception or the how you're received by society. Ideally, you'll find that mainly in society, we have been conditioned that managerial positions are for men. So you find even society, both internal and external stakeholders, you'll find some sort of resistance. And I would say those are the two main challenges I faced. When breaking the ceiling into a management position, that is the
Yeah.
resistance from both internal and external stakeholders, and of course you need to assure yourself that you can actually do it.
That's true. What about what do you feel about, because there's a lot of research has been done. Bright Amanda also conducted a research, and there's a pay gap between, there's a gender pay gap between men and women in the workplace. How do you contribute to that? Do you think that there is something like that in the workplace or in the corporate or in the private, both public, corporate, and private sectors?
Oh, definitely, Maureen. Definitely, there is
Okay.
a gap. Do I say a pay gap?
Yeah.
definitely you will find that I would probably be paid less than
Mm-hmm.
my male counterpart. Yeah.
True.
However, I would like to introduce a two side for this because
Mm-hmm.
we also noticed there was a previous discussion that I happened to also take part in, and we were discussing the issue of this pay gap where you find that our male counterparts are paid more than us, yet we do the same job. And we also realized from that discussion, we realized that even us as women, we are poor negotiators, especially when it comes to how much we want to be paid. So what I would like
Yeah.
to encourage my fellow women in management: stand up for yourself. Yeah, don't just accept what is tabled. Negotiate a higher salary, more allowances. I mean, believe in yourself.
That's true. That's
But
true. Because mhm,
definitely there is a gap.
there is
Yes,
a
there is a
gap.
pay
Yeah.
gap. Yes.
Yeah, because most of the time you might find that a position, maybe for instance, if there's an accounting position and maybe both a lady and a guy applied for this position, you might find that the guy gets paid better than our female counterparts, that is something that we are trying to address today and see
Yes.
how women who are already in the workplace can help the other women, how we can assist other people to stand up for themselves, how we can help them know when, you see, how we can just empower women in the workplace to do better, you see, to get
Yeah.
better, to do better, to be valued, just to be valued
Yes.
in the workplace. um, how about work-life balance? Do you think it affects men and women differently?
Wow, Maureen, you've just touched some of the sore points for us
Yeah,
as
I
women,
know.
especially if you choose a corporate career. You're
Mm-hmm.
definitely tasked with work-life balance, and
Mm-hmm.
at some point you feel like nothing is ever done. Nothing at home is ever done. Nothing at work is ever done,
Mm,
and you get to that point where you're fatigued. But
yes.
work-life balance is I would say a tightrope, something that you come and you learn how to balance in it. For me,
Mm-hmm.
my policy when it comes to work life balance is to integrate the two. That is what has worked
Okay.
for me. I am a mother, so I do
Mm-hmm.
have a family, and I actually, by the time I was breaking the ceiling into my first management role,
Nice.
I had a young family. Yeah, yeah. My
Mm-hmm.
child was very young, and you felt that you need to pray a lot as a mother. And what worked for
Mm-hmm.
me was integrating the two, not necessarily separating work from family, just integrating the two, where
Mm-hmm.
where the company I worked for then understood that I was a mother and I needed to be at home with the children, and how we can then adjust my working hours so that I'm able to get work done, and also able to feel that I can take care of my family. So that works. So I would
Yeah.
tell I would tell the women, especially young ladies coming in, and not to shy away from management roles because of work life balance. Yeah, we work for companies who appreciate employees and they understand that employees are their
True.
assets. Just approach your supervisor or your HR and work out
Mm-hmm.
something, or a work rotation or working hours that allow you to manage things at home and also manage work.
That's perfect. I mean, I didn't even see it from that's from your end,
Yeah,
because something about work-life balance. It's never easy to balance work just on a normal basis. I'm not even talking about ladies and
exactly.
men. Sometimes it's hard to balance the two, but the fact that
Yeah.
ladies can easily balance family and work and still excel at their roles, it just means that women can really do much when given the chance. So, so
Yeah,
the
women, we
women
are
in this,
unstoppable. We are
I
a
know.
force.
So we are a force to be reckoned with. So we have to do the best to stay on top. You see,
Yes.
we have
Yeah.
to do better. We have to do much. Maybe we have to work twice just to be noticed, to be seen, and so that our value may be known. And then
Yeah.
something else. just another question that I have. Now that you are a relationship manager, or even in your previous roles as a manager, did you feel that when you made some decisions, did you feel that they took them up when you make the decisions, or do you feel like sometimes they prefer your male counterparts when they give ideas and then they get acted on, but yours you have to, maybe you have to explain, you have, because I don't know, do you sometimes feel like that, or is it just me?
No, Maureen, you're not alone. You're not alone. Um, Unfortunately for us as women, yeah, one thing that whenever you're pitching any idea, it doesn't have to be in management role. Say you're doing a sales pitch or something technical like a creative design, you have to be twice as good as your male counterpart. That is just how it is on the ground. Vitu kwa ground, ziko hivo.
Okay, for
So
different.
yes, it is true. You will be hard. How and the only way that the sure way, let me say not the only way, the sure way that you will be heard and actually given an audience, especially in a management board, is if you have your facts right. So I would encourage any woman who is maybe eyeing a management role to start practicing now how to have how to make sure that they accompany their proposal with facts. Let's say figures. Maybe you want to extend your role to an additional, you want to take additional responsibilities, or you have an idea that probably will increase the revenue for the company. Make sure that you can be able to back that up with facts, that is in figures, and say I can move the revenue from 1 million to 2 million in a year if I am facilitated with ABCD. It is very important for
Yeah.
us as women to do the extra step.
Yeah, you have to go the extra
Yeah.
mile. Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes.
see like
Yes.
you have a really strong supporter here, Rachel
Really.
Jones. She says that, yeah, she says that the little time you were my CRM was the best thing which happened in my life career-wise. I am so proud of you. Thank you so much for the support.
Oh, Rachel. Oh, thank you so much. I'm
Yeah,
so humbled for that. Yeah.
you
Thank
see,
you so much, Rachel.
you're doing it, eh? Here's to the
I'm
ladies.
happy. Yeah, ladies, don't
Yeah,
shy away from taking
no.
up these roles. Whenever the opportunity is presented to you or you can spot it, go for it because you can make it.
Yeah, that's true. Because something
Yeah.
else I've noticed um, in some companies, maybe if a lady, if maybe you're going for proposals, maybe the sales guys, and
Yeah.
then I do a proposal, and then sometimes you'll be asked, why do you think this is important? Which is okay, yeah, I get it, it's okay. But if I went in maybe with a guy, and then they say the same thing, he's more likely to be accepted as it at his word, as compared to me. I have to explain, I have to say this and this. But you see, yeah, but that is something that women I think struggle with, which that is the notion we are trying uh,
Yeah.
to beat today. Yeah.
Yeah. True, Maureen.
Yeah, yeah. So something else. What are the challenges that women face in general in diverse places of work? Like, if both men and women are competing for managerial positions, where do you think women face the most challenge?
Um, I would say that one thing that you need to be prepared as a woman, and especially if you're targeting a management role, is resistance, both from internal and external stakeholders. That you have to be prepared. You people will test you. They will want to know if you know what you're talking about. So you gotta be prepared for that, and that means getting a tough skin. Yeah, you cannot take things personally as a woman. Yes, we are
Yeah,
emotional, but remember they are not necessarily talking about you. So
true, true.
those are some of the challenges that you have to be prepared for. So yeah, know that there will be resistance, but however, since you understand that you understand what you're doing, you're good at what you do, believe in yourself, in your skill set. Yeah, you know that you're good, then you stand by that. You stand by that. And I would
Yes.
also like to encourage ladies that even if you apply for management role and you're turned down, it is not necessarily about about your work. Maybe you did not fit that role. So don't start doubting yourself, yeah, and not try
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Yeah. So try again next time and the other time and continue improving your skill set.
Yeah, because sometimes I feel like we really undermine ourselves as ladies, because when someone does something and then it doesn't work out,
Yeah.
they easily let it down. Like, okay, this is where my potential is. I can't do this. I
Yeah.
can't do that. So yeah, women,
Mm.
we really have to be strong. If it doesn't
Yeah.
work out, you have to keep trying.
Yeah, keep
Yeah,
trying. Even if it's
yeah.
doesn't
You have to be
accepted or if you're
tough.
challenged. Yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to grow a thick
yeah.
skin. You will need it in management. Let me not lie.
You will.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you've been a really good manager because you have some supporters here. Eh? You are go-getter, woman of substance. That's nice.
Oh, that is actually one of my mentors, Flora. She played a very big
Oh,
role. Yeah, she
oh,
did play
thank
a
you,
very big
Flora, for
role in my,
joining.
yeah, she held my hand in my first years as a manager, my first management post.
Awesome.
And I am so grateful for Flora. Thank you so much for joining the live.
Oh, thank you too for joining. Yeah, you make this work. You're making it make sense for us as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Something else. What advice would you give a woman who is currently stuck? Like you've been working in this position maybe for 2 3 years, and you think you feel like you're not going anywhere, but you really want to improve yourself. How would you advise such a person?
For anyone feeling stuck maybe in their current job,
Mm,
what I would
mhm,
encourage you is to one, you could
mhm,
approach your supervisor or approach the company that you're working for, maybe the HR or your
mm.
supervisor or the boss, and ask for additional roles.
Okay.
Ask for additional roles to to your current roles, and
Yeah.
just see, yeah, just expand from just whatever you're doing. Another option that you could take is moving horizontally. That ideally mean you can look for a job not necessarily higher than, you're not now looking to graduate to another job or something. You can move
Mm,
on the same role, move horizontally, probably to a bigger company than the one you're currently working for. So this would
mhm,
mean that maybe you'll move on the same role. Say you're a sales manager, you can move to the same position as a sales manager, and then probably in a bigger company with more opportunities. So that is what
that's
ideally I
cool.
would advise someone feeling stuck. Yes.
Yeah, because something else, mentorship. Do you feel like mentorship can really help someone to get better at what they're doing? Like if I'm currently stuck, I've been doing this for so long and I don't feel like it's working, but I don't know what to do. Do you think that maybe getting mentors or getting someone who can guide you through the process can help?
Yes. Definitely, yes. I will encourage any person, not only now a woman, like anyone, if as long as
Anyone.
you pick a path that you're interested in venturing, get a mentor, get someone. And when you're looking for a mentor, you ideally will look for someone who has qualities you admire to have,
True.
like qualities you admire to have one time, and or
Mm-hmm.
to grow your qualities to those qualities. So maybe you're looking to maybe be bold in how
Mm-hmm.
you present yourself, then you will look for someone who is exactly that. Then reach out. And there are so many ways to mentor, to get a mentor. You can read a book for someone
Mm-hmm.
who encourages you. You can
Yeah.
look out for blogs. Yeah, you can reach out to them directly. So if I may say in context, mentorship ni
Mm.
kujituma. A
Nikujituma.
mentor will not come looking for you.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah, that's
interested
true.
in growing in a certain career, then it is up to
Mm,
you to reach out to this person who you
yeah,
feel will help you get to the next level.
yeah, yeah. Because you also mentioned that read books, read blogs. That really
Yeah,
helps
listen
because
to, yeah, it does.
a lot of information is out here. Like
Yes.
people write stuff, people share stuff, but if you don't reach out to and understand what someone is saying, it's hard
Yeah,
to learn something new. Because I don't think
exactly.
there's a year that comes and then you say, okay, now I think I've learned enough. I think it's something
Exactly.
that it's a process that you keep
Yeah.
doing and you keep going and you keep getting better. So as a woman, I feel like ladies, if you want to stay on top of our game, we really have to do the best that we can do because it's a tough competition out here, and if we're not doing, if you're not getting better at something, we are not going anywhere. Like it's so
Exactly.
tough. Yeah,
Yeah, you need to
because
improve your skill set.
yeah. So maybe just an example, if I went to an interview and I maybe if the dressing maybe was they said it's smart casual, and then I got maybe khaki jeans and a top, and then a guy does the same thing, khaki jeans and a top. Do you think we'd be viewed differently, or do you think that it will just be the same thing because anyway we are doing khaki both of us? How do you feel like that would look like?
Um, when it comes to dress code, Maureen,
Hmm. Something
unfortunately for
else.
us, yeah, for us women, it's a whole different ball game. It's a whole
Yeah.
different ball game. So I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying that you now go for what our grandmothers wore. I'm not. That's what I'm not saying. Yeah, you can still be smart and stylish. You can still be
Mm-hmm.
on trend and smart. So for me, what I would say, whenever you're going for an interview, regardless of the culture of the company that is interviewing you, just
Mm.
go official. Whenever you're going for any interview, present yourself in official attire. It will take you a long, 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 long way. It will get you a
Yeah.
long way. And then once maybe you're integrated
Mm.
into the company and you understand that their culture is ABCD, then you can adjust. But whenever you're presenting yourself as a woman in the industry, maybe for an interview, for a proposal pitch, be official. That is what I would
Yeah.
advise. Yeah, because we
That's
will be judged.
fair.
People will judge you.
Mm-hmm.
People will judge you regardless. They may be in
Yeah,
jeans
people will.
and all that, but they will still
And
judge
then,
you. So yeah.
yeah, it's life.
Yeah, it's life. That is how it
Yeah.
is, unfortunately, for us ladies. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
people will see us differently, even in this modern context. Still, you
Mm.
don't want the attention to be on your dress code. You want the people to listen to what is you're saying and to pay
What you're
attention to
saying.
your pitch. Yes. So
Yeah.
make sure that dress code is the last thing they think about.
Yeah, because sometimes, I don't know, maybe this is controversial, but sometimes I feel like maybe if I give out an idea and then sometimes it feels like uh, maybe you feel that if you give out an idea you're seeking attention, or if you keep giving out ideas maybe in a setup or in a corporate setup, maybe your male counterparts will feel like, oh okay, anataka tu kujionyesha, you see, something like that. Do you struggle with the same thing, or I don't know, it's just me?
No, Maureen, no, Maureen, you're not alone. That is very common, and that is what I was talking about, resistance. That
Yeah.
is, yeah, you will face that regardless. Like when you're too bold, when you kimbele, when
Yeah.
you're again to this, to that. So, but again, I would like to encourage us women. That's where the thick skin comes in. You will get this kind of resistance, and remember, I said it will come from both internal and external. So
And
your colleagues at
external.
work, yeah, your colleagues at work, both maybe the women counterparts and the male, and of course
Yeah.
the external, now our customers and the rest of the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
um it's
but
it's
do
it's
not do
really
not shy
hard
away. Do not
sometimes.
shy away from presenting your ideas and letting your voice be heard.
Yeah, because I feel
Yeah.
like more women than men suffer from imposter syndrome. Like if you are very good at something, but but I don't know, we kind of shy away from the spotlight. Like I can do something very well, but because I can't,
Yes.
I'm not strong enough, or I'm not vibrant enough to show it to the rest of the guys. People feel like, oh, I don't think she understands this, I don't think she'll be good for this. So I feel like women should really, really, really be proud of themselves. We sometimes they do so much, but very, very little is shown to the public. So that is something that I think women should really work on, because men are everywhere. Like you see, they're everywhere. They can, if they get
That's
something, they'll
thriving.
share it. Yeah, I know. So I think that is something that women can really work on. If you're good at something, don't be afraid to
Yeah.
show it off. It's the only
Yeah.
way you can be noticed, and your value should be known in the not even in just the company, generally in your life,
True.
in your anything, in your relationships. If you know you can do something, I feel like you can always share that with the relevant people. Just show yourself out, put yourself out there, and then someone will notice you, right?
I agree, Maureen. Imposter syndrome is very common for women. That is not a lie.
Mm,
It is proven. Tests have been done, and however,
mm,
that's why we talk about emotional intelligence being more important for women, especially in management,
mm,
more than our counterparts, which is unfortunately true.
yeah,
So why we encourage women to practice this is so that you can, women, we are emotional beings, like, naturally, and we thrive on assurances. Yeah, that is
yeah,
how we are built. So with emotional intelligence, you're able to be more self-aware, and you're able to now give
mm,
that assurance to yourself, so that you don't have to get this imposter syndrome. That is a sure way to
yeah,
get rid of it. Like, assure yourself, believe in yourself. And
mm,
one thing, as women, we
mm-hmm,
strive for perfection. However, I would like to encourage any woman here
mm-hmm,
on the live today, regardless if
mm-hmm.
you're in career, in business, choose progress over perfection.
To progress.
Yes.
But I feel like I still could get both. Do you think someone could get both? Because I feel like
You still can get both, but choose, let progress be what drives you, so that you
both,
don't have to
yeah.
be stuck at some place. Like, now, example, I will not apply for the CEO position because I don't have a master's. What's stopping you?
Ah,
Yourself. You're the one stopping yourself.
yeah, you're limiting yourself.
Yeah, don't limit yourself because you're waiting because you're telling yourself that I can't make it. Yeah. So
Yeah,
exactly, that's what I'm saying. So that you can avoid the imposter syndrome, especially as a woman, what has worked for me is just do it.
yeah.
Apply.
Let me just read a few
They
comments.
said they wanted
Mhm.
a master. Just apply with what you have.
Just apply.
Showcase your skill set. Yeah.
Hmm.
Showcase your skill set. Go there confidently. Don't yeah. Like David is saying, no one is limited. So
You're
I mean,
capable.
do it. Yeah, do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Don't ever stop yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Nancy says awesome. Yeah, we agree. And then Flora says again, it's very true, and you have to make yourself relevant. This I agree. As in,
Yeah.
you have to keep being relevant to wherever you are, whether at work, whether anywhere. You have just to stay relevant to be, so that your presence can be felt. Ivy says, loving the conversation. Thick skin is an asset, clearly. It clearly is. I agree as well.
It is, Ivy. It is hot up here.
It is. Let's get you up there. We are coming soon. Don't you worry. Uh,
Yeah.
don't be scared to show off your achievements. After all, you worked hard to get there. That's true, Terry.
Yeah.
Um, Dennis Kivinji says, good stuff. Good stuff. Uh huh. Pansy says women in the workplace need to work harder than their counterparts. We need to be fearless and ruthless to get what we want. See, it's true. As in, that is a feeling that I think every woman feels. Like they feel like if I don't do this and I don't work twice as hard for this role, I might not get it. I think that is something that women struggle a lot with. And with this conversation, we hope to demystify this myth that women can't do anything. We really can do a lot if we put our minds to it. So just try and do the best that you can anytime. Oh, Ivy has taken a quote from you. Awesome.
Take
You
it
see,
to
we
heart,
really,
Ivy. It will get you strides. It has taken me strides. It has taken, that particular statement has taken me through so much. Because one thing we have to understand is we will never be ultimate. Like, you will never be ultimate, even as Maureen, even as Patricia. There will always be some room for you to improve. So let what you are currently at present not stop you from achieving that which you want to achieve. So yeah, that's why I say choose progress over perfection.
yeah, and also like Pansy has mentioned here, we really have to work twice. Like
Yeah.
we really have to work twice. If a man can do it to 100%, do it to 200%
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get that
yeah.
the same kind of effect on your management or anything. So yeah, it's something that women get to struggle with every day, but with this we hope with this, after this conversation, we'll be better placed to fight for your
For
rights, you
your
see.
position.
I
Yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. And just to back up what Pansy has said is what I had mentioned earlier about, say, you're going to pitch to pitch a proposal or something, you need to have your facts at your fingertips. No one expects our male counterparts to have those facts, like exactly in numbers, and say we usually make 100 impressions on an advert. No one expects. We'll ask your male counterpart, but I bet you 100% today that you go pitch, they will want to know those numbers. So it is,
Those
we have to
numbers.
know, we have to go the extra mile as women.
All right. So someone is asking a question that what should I do when someone else tries to take credit for my contribution?
Ah, and I tell you, that is so common in
Yeah.
corporate, unfortunately. So you share
Yeah.
an idea, you work on a project. Let's say I work on a
Mhm.
project with Maureen, and then Maureen presents it and says, "Oh, she did all the work," Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I would say my response to that question would be,
Yeah.
I would advise you to confront this person, like maybe approach the person. So example, if I did a project with Maureen, I would approach
Mm.
Maureen first, not a fight, just asking, I ask her, how comes you didn't mention me in the proposal? You should have given me a
Yeah.
mention. I mean, we did the work together. If then Maureen is not cooperative, she's not cooperative in listening to me and my concerns, then I can take it to a higher level, either my supervisor or the CEO.
All right, all right. So, guys, just as we go on, you can send in your questions if you have a question. If you have something that has been bothering you for a while as a lady, you can just tell us in the comment section, and we will be ready and happy to answer. Grace Ann, thank you. This is from YouTube. She says, great conversation. Flora again says, very insightful discussion. Thank you. A question, something else. How can I seek recognition for my work without being labeled as an attention seeker?
Sorry, Maureen, you said?
Someone asks,
Uh-huh.
how can I seek recognition for my work without being labeled as an attention seeker?
Ah, so that's a good question, actually. And why I'm actually hesitating is, it is very common for women to be labeled at work. Very common to be labeled. Like, I can give you a good example. You can come late today, Maureen, and you're labeled a late comer. However, your colleague,
Yeah,
who's a man, always comes late. No one ever cares, unfortunately. So do
yeah,
not fear the label. That is what I would advise the
mm-hmm.
person who asked the question. Don't fear being labeled. If you feel you need that recognition, go for it. And remember
Yeah,
what we
yeah,
said, like, you need to have your facts right. Like, if you feel that
mm-hmm.
this is something that you get your facts right, like, you can say, I did this, I got the revenue from 100,000 to 200,000. Get the facts
Mm-hmm.
right, have your facts to back you up, and do not
Yeah.
fear, move on. They label you, but go for what you think you deserve.
Okay. Someone says here, British Monday Live. British. Is it that we cannot be understood? Or anyway, so our next question would be: I've been accused by my colleague of being too forward when I try to propose valuable ideas. I'm honestly tempted to stop speaking up. I need encouragement. What would you advise someone like this?
um okay, this is what I will say.
Mm-hmm.
Women, whenever someone comments about your work, yeah, we have a tendency, naturally, remember, we were emotional beings, eh?
True, yeah.
What I would advise you is, do not take things personally. Always take
Mm-hmm.
feedback, always take comments and all that as feedback, and feedback is always meant to improve you. So
That's
example,
true.
just listen, give a listen to what people are saying. Probably
Mm-hmm.
you don't back up your ideas well. Number two, it
Mm-hmm.
could be, whenever you're raising your ideas, usually interrupt someone else. So
Yeah.
this is what I would advise you to do. If,
Mm-hmm.
say, you usually raise your ideas in a meeting,
Yeah.
ask to be placed in the agenda. Ask
Mm.
for whoever is organizing the meeting to place your
Oh, that's
ideas,
a
to
nice
say,
trick.
yeah, to slot you in the agenda, so that you
Yeah.
can have forum to
Mm-hmm.
present what you need to be heard. Yeah.
Okay.
That is what I
Okay.
would say. That is what I would advise this person. So these
That
are
is a
tips,
very
and
nice
this,
trick.
yeah, that is how you do it. Because whenever
Mm.
you present your idea and it is an interruption, then no one even listens to the value. And remember, as women, we're already labeled. Remember what I said. Already people have labeled you whatever they want to labeled you, fat, short,
Yeah.
whatever they want. So remember, we're talking about the thick skin. So already there is resistance for you, even as a manager. So that is what I would
Yeah.
advise that particular person to do. Whoever is organizing this forum that you guys have ideas, ask to be in the agenda. Always remember to back up your ideas with facts.
Yeah, I think this answers part of my next question. Like, this is
Okay.
for me now. If maybe if I'm a low level staff, maybe I'm an intern, but I really have an idea that I think would be valuable for our company. How do you think I can present such an idea, which you've kind of mentioned in partly,
Yeah. Yeah.
like I just ask for to be included in the agenda. But what if so I'm an intern, but I'd like to propose some ideas, and you see, I want to get known, as in I want them to know that this was my idea, and I think this can help in such and such a way. How do you think I can go about this?
First and foremost, I'll start by saying that every position in a company is important. If that company did not need you as an intern, they will not have given you that opportunity. So do not fear, and do not ever feel as if you're a low staff. No, everyone is important. So that said,
Yeah,
don't fear, go across. So what I would advise you to do is present these ideas to maybe the person you report to, like a supervisor or something, or you can even go directly to maybe the HOD of that department and share your idea. Don't fear. Whatever
don't fear.
opportunity you get to, yeah, if you have the opportunity to meet maybe the CEO of that company, pitch your idea. And always remember, if especially if you're a woman, remember to pitch to back your ideas with facts.
That's true. Oh, time runs fast. We just have 2 minutes
I see
left.
that.
Yeah, we have 2 minutes left. So just a recap of maybe what we've just captured. So like women in the workplace, there are a lot of challenges that face women in the workplace. So like the work-life balance, you have to balance between your children, your family, and work. Uh, a woman has to do twice as much as a man, because you first of all there are various labels for different women, for different ladies, so you have to go past the stereotyping first before you actually settle on doing something good for your role. And then something else, intimidation. You have to have a thick skin, like you've said. You have to really
Yeah,
have a thick skin as a lady to get through it.
true.
You have to be persistent to get through the labeling, the intimidation, you see, the resistance, both from internal and external. You have to keep doing your best. And then maybe the third point is what you said, when so that you can get valued as a woman in the workplace, you have to be factual about your ideas. If you have a proposal, make sure you can support it so that it can work both in your favor and the organization's favor, which I think it's a very, very good point for women, because
Yeah.
sometimes, yes, we have the ideas, but we don't know how to we don't know how to say them. We don't know how to explain them, because men, I don't know, they kind of think, I don't know, they're just
On their toes.
can just yeah, they can just do it. Yeah, so women, we have to really be proactive. And then some of the challenges women face in the workplace, like those that are competing in the managerial positions. So to overcome them, a woman has to be the best at the job. Be on top of your game. Be bold to stand up for your ideas. You have to be accountable for the roles or the responsibilities that you handle, and you need to speak about your achievements. You can't bring yourself down. You always have
Yeah.
to say what you feel and how it can impact the other person. And then my maybe a parting shot is an advice that you'd give to someone who is currently stuck in their job. So like if this is, I think this is general, like you mentioned, if it's not working for you in one position, maybe you can move departments. Maybe that position is not yours. It doesn't work for you. Yeah. And then something else, you can ask for more roles so that you can better position yourself when you are asking for maybe a promotion, or you are asking to handle some roles. If you have the skills, no one will refuse to let you do the work. And then if nothing works for you, just move to a different company. Maybe that is where you can get you can get new opportunities, you can get new avenues to present yourself. So what parting shot would you
Yeah, that's
have
a
on your
good
end?
recap, Maureen.
Yeah,
That's
thank
a very good
you.
recap.
Mhm. I tried.
Yeah, yeah. You did it. You didn't try, you did it. You made it. Yeah. So
So
thank I think if you forget anything from this session today, just remember that it is okay
yeah,
to start from where you
mhm,
are. Yeah.
yeah,
Start from where you are. Do not fear to start. Do not be intimidated by anything, and do not self-sabotage yourself. So choose
yeah.
progress over perfection. That is what I'll
I
encourage
like that
everyone who's on
quote.
this live.
I like that
Yeah.
quote. Progress
Yeah.
over
Start where
perfection.
you
I think
are. You're good to go.
I might steal
Don't
it
fear to
also.
apply.
Like I
Don't.
believe.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Patricia, for your time. This was a very insightful session, and especially for the ladies, like Anne Wanjiru says. Thanks for your time and insightful, ladies. Thank you too. Thank you guys for joining. This has been an amazing session for us as well. And if you
Yeah.
missed anything, don't worry. This will be on our timelines. You can really just go back and start from the start, from where we started it. We can keep on having sessions like this, even for men. We can get you people. We don't
Yeah.
want to say, we don't want you to say that, oh, it's just the women that are doing this. So we are giving a platform to the men as well. Just watch out for our next videos in a few months. So yeah, I think this was very insightful. And if anyone missed anything, I think this we'll share this across our platforms. You can easily find them. And thank you so much again, Patricia.
Thank you so much, even for the invite, the opportunity to interact with you guys. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.